Oh, Project X! I forgot all about that. Yeah, fuck. That was a real thing. Can I watch this? Isn't there like titties and shit? Not the movie. Oh, I'm sure there's titties in the movie, but like in the actual footage? It's safe? Okay.
Back in 2019, I told you guys the story of Corey Worthington, an Australian teenager who
Thanks to Prime
became
Nebulous.
internationally famous and a legend for throwing a massive house party while his parents were out of town. Yeah, it really seemed like something out of a movie, and with that said, many have speculated over the years that Corey Worthington's party was the inspiration behind the king of all party
No,
movies,
Project X was a real thing that happened.
Recall that in the wake of Project X's release in 2012, there was somewhat of a partying epidemic occurring in the real world, with high school and college age kids around the world trying to recreate the party shown in Project X.
I remember this.
Hell, I was in college at the time, and it seemed like every
Thanks
day
for
there
some
was a
soggy
new
taco.
Project X party being advertised on Facebook, and you show up
Or at
to the
least,
thing, and it's like four
I thought
dudes in a
there was.
garage drinking Coors Light. Yeah, I never really got that Project X experience, I reckon, but my personal anecdote aside, there were an actual handful of large Project X style parties that were thrown in real life. Today I'm going to be telling you all the story
you remember I'm
of the
Schmacked?
Mac Daddy of all Project.
Oh my god, I'm Schmacked. Holy shit. There's a name I've not heard in quite some time. I remember when I'm Schmacked visited our university, and that anyone that went to the I'm Schmacked party, I believe, got some kind of like write-up when they were at risk from getting kicked off campus. My university was super against that shit. Are they still around? The I'm Schmacked crew? I remember I saw a lot of, they came when I was a sophomore in college. I remember I saw quite a few of my classmates in there. Which is pretty dangerous, because I know not all of them were of age. So I can't imagine, like, the legal shit. Just a bunch of kids drinking beer on their fucking Snapchat and shit. Doesn't seem like they're around anymore. Can't imagine why.
X parties. Close to 5,000 people in attendance.
Thanks,
An
Resub Lab
abundance
Pack.
of on-site footage recorded. Destruction, mayhem, all initiated from online banter. This is the story of Project X Haren. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring today's video.
Nice.
Surfshark is approximately 6 months after the release of Project X in theaters. The location is Haren, a quiet town with a population of approximately 20,000 located in the Netherlands. The genesis of the party begins with Myrta, a 15-year-old girl living in Haren, and at the time she was about to turn 16 and wanted to throw a sweet 16
What?
birthday party. That said, she didn't have
That is
anything
not the
crazy
party
in
I
mind.
heard about.
She just wanted people from her high school to show up and celebrate with her. So she takes to Facebook and creates a public event invitation for her 16th birthday party, which would be held at her house. A few hours pass and all is well,
Thanks,
with
Resub Game
around
Bob.
80 or so people accepting invitations to the party. But eventually this number begins to get uncomfortably high. The RSVP count would blow past 100 and reach 500 attendees. And where I come from, 500 people is like your entire high school. Something wasn't right here. Myrta was getting too many people signing up for this thing. It would soon become clear that Myrta's party invitation was finding itself in the timeline feeds of people with very loose, if almost no connection to her. And it was being shared in a viral fashion. With the Project X film fresh
There's
in
other
everyone's
different
mind,
Project
Myrta's
X
party
parties?
invitation seemed like a free-for-all opportunity.
Oh, is
to
this a
throw
good one? Is
Project
this a good
X
party?
in real life. While accurate hour-by-hour
This is not the one I
invitation
heard
counts
of.
aren't available, it's been reported that within 48 hours, Myrta had 16,000 people get invited to this event. And there was much online chatter surrounding a potential Project X-style event that was going to be happening in Haren. Naturally, Myrta started having some serious concerns here, and she communicated with her parents about the alarming amount of RSVPs she was getting for this birthday party. So they urged her to take down the post, and this was a recommendation that she would follow. She took down her birthday invitation post.
But it was too
However,
late.
By this point, it was too late. Hashtag Project X Haren would essentially replace her events post, and a sizable group online seemed convinced that a festival-sized party was imminent for the town of Haren. And while Myrta had actively taken steps to deter the potentially thousands of people from showing up to the town, a handful of lone wolf would-be party organizers would take charge and make sure the dream of Project X Haren became a reality. There are a couple of key figures responsible for keeping the hope alive and spreading the word of the party after Myrta's cancellation. It's reported that a man named Jesse Hobson created his own Facebook page promoting Project X Haren. And what's funny about this Jesse guy is that he didn't even live anywhere near the party. He lived in New Zealand. Another guy who was a bit of an edgelord helped organize the party on Facebook as well. This man would remain anonymous, going by the pseudonym Ibe de Fuhr. Together, both Ibe's and Jesse's pages served as planning hubs for what was looking like to be a disastrous party event in the near future. More than 30,000 additional invites had been sent around the world, with plenty of people expressing interest in showing up to this soon-to-be 16-year-old's house. Festival maps were created to show different areas of where people would be at the party, with the main stage for potential musicians to play being right outside the 16-year-old's house. A trailer for the event was posted on YouTube on September 19th of 2012, racking up more than 30,000 views in the following days. And to this day, the comment section remains relatively untouched, and you can really get the vibe of what these partiers were putting out. Some people said that they were ready to destroy Haren. Banners would be posted on apartment buildings in nearby towns advertising the event, and local news media even picked up on the upcoming Project X. It wasn't a joke? What wasn't a joke? And they reported on the event, which in a way advertised the party even more, making the situation worse. Yeah, this was a perfect storm for a disastrous party, and it's reported that Myrta and her family actually left their house, leaving the area that the party was. Some don't have birthday parties at all. She should be grateful. Classic Darman. Myrta, her birthday was kind of ruined by this. The party was planned for the night of September 21st, and the clock was ticking. Law enforcement that had caught wind of the incoming party scrambled to dissuade people from coming. Posts would appear on social media warning people not to come to Haren. Authorities also tried to ban the sale of alcohol in the area, and they closed off a number of incoming roads. Police figured that if they tore down banners and signifiers pointing to the party, that party goers when they arrived to Haren wouldn't know where to go and a party wouldn't happen. Well, they were wrong there because Google Maps is a thing, and by this point the details of the party had been plastered all over social media. This thing was gonna happen.
This looks fucking awesome! Let's go!
On the evening of September 21st,
Project X
began. An estimated 4,000 people arrived to the town by train, and they beelined to the party, and a mob quickly formed.
Wow,
Videos from the time show car after car coming into the area and huge crowds forming in the streets and groups of people chanting and getting hyped up, some half-heartedly celebrating the not-present Myrta's birthday. Obnoxious, sure, but nothing all too crazy had happened. Yet. At the beginning of the party, most people were just hanging out, passing around bottles of alcohol, and pulling pranks on other partygoers. But unfortunately, as the night grew older and the liquor and beer flowed stronger, things would begin to get a little bit more degenerate.
Shopping cart attack!
Considering the massive amount of partiers and, you know, some of these same partiers days before being open on social media that they wanted to cause mayhem at Project X Haren, it's no surprise that a decent amount of the party goers there actually had destructive intentions they were willing to act on. Things quickly got out of hand, with party goers getting violent and burning down local structures and cars. Looting also ensued, with partygoers breaking local shop windows and piling in to steal whatever they wanted.
Are these idiots bare fisting the glass?
Police officers who were already
That's
at
hardcore.
the event, as well as the greater town's police force. Hundreds of additional policemen in riot gear were called into the area to stop the madness. However, this didn't really work, as the sheer mass of people there was too much for the cops to handle. They were quickly pelted pelted with beer cans, rocks, and anything else the partygoers could get their hands on, till the point where they eventually were just forced to back away. There was nothing that the town's police force could do. Project X Haren had fulfilled its goal. It was truly a real-life Project X party. The youth
Not really,
had
it looks
their
like
way.
shit.
Haren was ransacked, and the destructive gathering beat out all expectations. Not only the expectations of the party patrons, but law enforcement as well. The aftermath. The damage caused when later calculated added up to millions. One man living in the town at the time stated that the attendees were, quote, very violent and well prepared and deliberately sought confrontation. Reports and videos from the time certainly reflected this. I mean, you saw the clips. People were destroying the town.
Yeah, I didn't know
left
about
and
this
right.
one.
This thing was totally out of control. The following morning, the mayor of Haren spoke
Damn,
out
he looks
about
hard.
the
He
event,
looks really
calling
like
those who attended
a hard
scum.
partier.
News articles in the next few days portrayed the event as an unfortunate incident perpetrated by irresponsible
Prime
delinquents,
Volta.
and this thing made European news headlines. The mayhem that had occurred was truly jaw-dropping, and in response to the mess caused by partygoers, a Cleanup Project X Haren community page popped up on social media, which helped locals organize a cleanup effort for the giant mess.
Ooh, how
Another
boring.
Facebook page would pop
It's
up
fucking
which
butt
aimed to
chug.
help identify delinquents who had caused damage to the town during the party. And despite the hundreds of people that
I appreciate it.
participated
Thank you,
in the
Nosy. I hope you
rioting
feel better
involved
tomorrow.
with this party, only 12 people were tried and sentenced for rioting-related crimes stemming from Project X Haren. A portion of a town utterly ransacked, and it all started from an innocent post from a 15-year-old girl advertising her 16th
What the
birthday
fuck,
party.
Dank?
And I'll be 100% real with you guys. Myrta and
No,
her
what are you
family
talking
by
about?
no means are responsible for this. Her post got completely hijacked, and you know, even if she left it on public, who would have expected something like this? The
Adrian's
people who
kickback?
actively
No,
went
I
out
don't
of
know
their
that.
way to keep the Project X dream alive are the ones who really made this a problem. At the end of the day though, Project X Haren did make party history, and you would be hard-pressed to cite another party that topped this one in terms of scale, attendees, and, well, the amount of destruction.
True,
truly
it does
was a
seem to
party
have
for
done
the
that.
history books. And that, my friends, wraps up the story of Project X Haren.
Doesn't
Make sure
look
you
fun,
let me know
though.
what you thought about the story down below in the comment section, and let me know who or what you want me to talk about next. I want to give a major shout out to my patrons.
Nice. Yeah, there was... I don't remember where it was, but I remember back when Project X came out, the word was that it was based off of a party that happened somewhere in the States, I thought. Like, I remember there's this goofy guy... what's his name? Party... I should probably look this up on the other monitor just in case. No, not the Australian guy. Hold on, I'll find it. It's just, I don't know.